We immigrants, we learn to carry things. We pack and unpack, and we take our homes with us. I once took a sausage with me. A Polish sausage, mind you. It might not taste any different from American or Israeli sausage, but it's a Polish sausage. I bought it at the airport before I left Poland. And it was sealed tightly, so I thought it was okay. And then on the flight, I sort of started to have bad premonitions. So I asked a flight attendant, and she told me to eat it right away. But I fell asleep instead. And I only woke when it was time to exit the flight. So I promised myself to throw the sausage away in the nearest bathroom, and I kept walking. I grew up in the communist regime, and the food was scarce, and I don't like to waste food. So I kept walking, thinking, if God lets my sausage in, I will eat it like a saint. Circle a table with Gregorian chants. So the baggage carousel spat my luggage out, and I looked around, and I quickly transferred my sausage from carry-on to the checked luggage. And I kept walking towards the customs, praying for my sausage. And the officer pulled me aside, and my luggage went through a sausage scan. And he said, "What is it?" And I said, "It's a sealed sausage." I said it with a pride. And he said, "But you declared no meat." And I said, "Sealed sausage is not a meat. Sealed sausage is a sealed sausage." He looked puzzled. So I repeated with determination, "Sealed sausage is a sealed sausage." And he looked blinded, as if this hypnotic alliteration threw him back into the waters of his childhood, where perhaps eels jiggle Scottish dances. So in the end, my sausage got arrested. And I had to promise that I understood that sausage was a meat. Had it not been confiscated, perhaps I would have sent it to the Vatican to become a relic. And this sausage incident gave me a desire, an appetite for more. So I started to research the things that immigrants carry with them. And I went actually a few times to Ellis Island to track the historical objects. And they carried barrels of pickles, goose feathers. They carried Bibles, they carried rosaries, honeymoon dresses, live goats. There was a Swedish woman who carried a stained sheet used in her family to give birth only. And she wanted to show it to her new doctor. And then I thought, what were the invisible things that they carried or they were sneaking through the customs? Albert Sabin, a pauper from Białystok in Poland, carried a live virus, the vaccine that eliminated polio from the United States. Khalil Gibral, an Arab, carried a live virus of poetry that soon became his famous book, The Prophet. Pola Negri carried the dreams of stardom, and she became a Hollywood star. So we immigrants like to carry things, and we do not throw easily away cheese wrappers and glass jars from our country. And you could wonder, what do those silly attachments stand for? I think they stand for something much bigger. It could be our desire to not to lose our identity, or a desire to find a new identity. So you might say, I lost my sausage, but I found the poetics of smuggling. Thank you.